Hey guys, I originally was gonna have this video come out in about a month. However, since it's raining and everything and everyone is so scared in Georgia and it's kind of cold outside, I don't really want to do anything with cars. I'm gonna make this video a month early. So instead of it being a year with my Exosym device, it's gonna be about 11 months. I will be looking down at my phone because I wrote down some stuff because like I said, this happened a year ago, which it's been honestly a long time, but it's been amazing. Been a game changer. Let me get into it. So this is my hanger clinic story, my Washington hanger clinic story. It started with me with my own story about 5 years ago. I woke up, I couldn't feel below my knee, and that was scary. But as a young man, I was like, I'll be fine. I'll just deal with it later. A week goes by, it gets worse, and eventually it gets up to my hands. So, long story short, after multiple doctor's visits and hospital visits and everything, I was told there's no hope for me, that I just have to live my life the way it is and whatever happens, happens. Fortunately, since I was a kid, I always was breaking bones and everything. I've been very skinny, if you can't tell. So I've been going to Sports Medicine South. We went there. They said, go to Hanger Clinic. I said, I've never heard of them. They said they do prosthetics and stuff like that. I'm like, I haven't lost a limb though. They're like, don't worry, they do AFOs. At the time, I didn't realize what that was. Ankle foot orthotics. So basically, it helps I'll get into it. So, like I said, they helped me with drop foot, the AFOs that Hanger Clinic gave me of Atlanta. However, it did help, but it caused pain about an hour after me using them. So like I couldn't really do much. I could do a lot more than I used to, but I couldn't do everything I wanted to. Then I went there for a follow-up and I saw on their like TVs, you know how they have the ads for their own stuff, an Exosym device. However, it was only in Washington, and I honestly thought like the Exosym was like it was a motor or something that they'd put in you, or bro, I don't know what it was. But I told my parents about that and they were like, go for it, see what happens. So I did. Like I said about the whole robot thing, apparently that's not what happens. It uses your, I think, thigh or so. I'm not going to get into the science of it. I don't know it. I just know it works for me. But like I was saying, the process was pretty simple to apply. I was just submitting my paperwork and everything. However, the biggest like shock to me was how much they cost. I'm not going to tell you how much they cost, but they cost a pretty penny. But I was told just apply and see what happens. I applied, I got approved. Then the people at Washington Hanger Clinic Washington was like, "Hey, there is the Carell Care Foundation, I believe. I will fix it in post credits if I need to. I think it's called the Carell Care Foundation." And they were like, they might be able to help with the funding of it and everything. So I did. Once again, a couple more months went by. I'm assuming they were, what is it called, reviewing all the applications that they had and everything, seeing who they wanted to approve. And then I remember very vividly, it was November 19th, 2024, when I got an email from them saying that, hey, I was approved. Side story, like little side quest. The reason I remember it so vividly is because I was with my best friend and her daughter at like a homeschooling event, and they were talking and everything, and I saw that I got a notification, so I checked the email. I was so happy, like you don't know how happy I was when I got that email. But like I said, now this is I am condensing this story a lot. This is like 6 years of my life down into whatever this is, like a 10-minute segment, 5-minute segment. But yeah, this is where that was on February 9th, 2025. That's when I flew in. Then after that is when they did the fitting and all of that other stuff. Now, without the Exosym device, I would not have the quality of life I have right now. And I'm not even using it to its fullest potential currently because I've been getting stronger and everything. I've been going to the gym and all that stuff. I would also be fracturing my heel a lot more because I'll show you how I walk and how I walk with the Exosym device, and you can see there is a night and day difference. Let's see. The three people I really want to, or the three entities I really want to thank is the Carell Care Foundation, the Hanger Clinic Washington, and then Dr. Blanc and his team. They were the ones who Like Dr. Blanc is the one who literally started it, and he created it. And I'll leave a link down below. You can see what all the about information is and how where his history is and all that stuff. But once again, if you want to know more, let me know down in the comments. I'll make a more in-depth video. Probably won't post it on Sunday. I'll probably post it on Wednesday or something, because this is not about cars. But so here's what I'll do. I'll show you how I walk without it. Then I'll show you how I put them on. Then I will show you how I walk with them, and you can see how big of a difference it makes and how much easier it has made my life. Alright, this is me walking without them. As you can see, what hits first is not my heel. Let me not fall. What hits first is not my heel. It's the, I don't know what it's called. What's it called? The front of my foot is what hits first. Normally what people do is they go heel, toe, toe. That's what it's called. The toe is hitting first. And so what I normally do whenever I'm walking around my house, because I don't want to walk around with shoes on that have been outside and they're dirty, I literally just slide, which is better because that means I don't really put much on my, what is it called, on my heel. So I normally just slide around. But when I'm out and about, I actually use the Exosym device. So I'll show you how to put that on, and then I'll show you how I actually walk with them on. Okay, so this is how I normally have my shoes set up. What I do is I put my legs up, or I put my, what is it called, pants up. Then you got to put these legging things on, or compression sleeves, basically. You put them on. I put both of them on at the same time, and then I just do one shoe at a time. Then you get your socks on. Okay. The only thing out of the ordinary the only thing that is different is you putting your leggings on, or the compression sleeves on first. Oh yeah. Okay, now what you do is grab that, then you stick your foot through there. Come on now, there we go. And then you get that set up. Make sure that is all good. Push that down. And tighten it. And then tighten it. And tighten this one. And then what I do, which I don't know if it's recommended or not, I do that because I don't like how it feels on my skin up top. And it's better if when I'm wearing shorts, it really covers it up, and so no gunk or nothing gets in the mechanism, which honestly, I don't think I need to worry about that, but yeah. And then I do this, and then I push that down, and then that goes for any pants, and then same goes for this one. It's just a rinse and repeat. But yeah, and done. There you go. Now let me show you how I walk with these on. And now this is me walking with the Exosym devices. I do need to go to the gym more and get my back muscles a little bit better, because what happens is whenever I'm not wearing the Exosym device, in order to compensate for my lack of balance, I bend my back, which is what I realized. And then also, in order to be able to run with these, because I currently cannot, I need to get, I think it's the upper thigh muscles a lot stronger. But as I said, this is a million times better than having no AFO or no Exosym devices, or the previous AFOs that I had, which I have somewhere, but I'm too lazy to find. But as you can see, I'm walking a ton better than I was without them. I was correct. It is the Corel Care Foundation that helped fund the my Exosym devices. After getting the Exosym devices, I was able to do a lot more things that I wasn't able to do prior. One of them was I went skydiving. I don't know why I decided to go skydiving. It wasn't like a bucket list or anything. I turned 23 and that was my birthday present to myself. I went skydiving. Also, I started college the same year, like in 2025, so last year. I'm on my third semester now, and it's in huge part to being able to actually be comfortable walking around and sitting and not having to be in pain. And I can actually think about my college work instead of thinking about the pain I'm in. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you need the Exosym devices or anything with the ankle foot orthotics, I will have the Hanger Clinic information down below, their website. You can go check them out, see whatever you need to see. But like I said, I hope you enjoyed. Have a good day. And if you're in the southern, honestly, I think if you're in anywhere in the US, it's freezing. So stay safe, stay warm,